Welcome to Smoky Mountain Taco. Today we're going to be changing the oil on a third generation Tacoma. We're also going to be changing out that cabin filter and the air filter.
We have a small twist on the oil change. We have a TRD skid plate with an oil filter access panel from All Precisions and Custom. This is going to be interesting. If you've never changed oil before, I recommend watching my previous video that's using the factory skid plate. You're going to need a torque wrench, Motivex oil filter wrench and drain, 5-Allen socket hex or key, ratchet, extra long extension, 14mm sockets, oil drain pan, ramps, jack and jack stands. So this is the air filter and the cabin filter I got at the dealership. It looks to be pretty sturdy quality, and it's not too expensive. And I highly recommend Motivex here for the oil filter and the drain. There's the creeper and the ramps. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get this level. So put a level on the back of the truck bed and notice where the bubble is before you put it on the ramps. All right, let's put it on the ramps. And let's jack up the back. We'll put it under the rear differential. Let's go check our level. Perfect. So let's put our jack stands under. Let's lower it a little bit. Let's go check it again. Perfect. And it just as needed. This is what it should look like when you have it. We want it level so we get all the oil out. Let's take off the oil cap. Put a rag over the top. Get some good airflow going. All right, let's take off the oil plug. That's a 14mm socket. And let that drain. While it's doing that, let's change our cabin filter. Essentially pop that up, take it out. And it snaps over here on the side, just pull it out. And then you can just slide out the air filter. Look at that, how dirty it is. All right, let's replace that and put it back in, this side up. Just pop that right back in. And then we'll put our cover down. Make ourselves useful while the oil is draining. All right, good to go. All right, let's change the air filter. Essentially pop up the clips on the side and pull it out. Then make sure that mesh screen is on top and put it down in the reservoir there, and then close it up and clip it back down. Easy. All right, let's put our gasket onto the oil filter plug that we took out. Get it ready. All right, let's hand tighten it and put it back in. Now let's take off the plate to gain access to the oil filter. This is a unique part of this oil change with this TRD skid plate. And it's a 5mm Allen socket. There's the oil filter. Let's move the oil pan. Using the extension, remove the oil filter cover. Clean it up. Now let's put our drain hose in. Turn it clockwise. Unscrew it and let it drain. No mess. Once it's done draining, take off the hose. And then we'll take off the oil filter. So put the Motivex oil filter wrench on and we'll take it off. And note that extra long extension. All right, there it is. Be careful of the oil. It's going to drip some. Let's clean it up. All right, let's take the old dirty filter out. Let's take the Motivex oil wrench off. There, we put the O-ring on the bottom. So let's take off the old O-ring on the side here. Just take a screwdriver in and pull it off. Let's clean this up. Let's get our new O-rings out. So we'll just slide it over the top and use a screwdriver to get it down in that groove there. And then just place the small O-ring on the bottom of the oil filter housing. And then put our oil filter element into the oil filter housing. Let's take some new oil, put it around those O-rings. There's what it looks like when it's ready to go back in. So let's hand tighten it and put it back in. All right, time to torque. We're going to torque the oil filter housing to 18 foot-pounds. Let's hand tighten the oil filter cover on there. And then we'll torque it to 10 foot-pounds. All right, let's torque the oil filter plug to 30 foot-pounds. Now let's put back on the access panel on the TRD Skid Plate from All Precision and Customs. That's going to be a 5 on an Allen socket or key. Or some people call it hex. All right, time to put in some oil. So it'll be 6.2 quart. And I'm using Mobile 1. It's supposed to be better quality than they ship from the factory. So we'll put in a 5-quart jug. And next we'll put in a 1 quart. Just to keep our math easy. And then we have some left over, so we'll just use that from our previous oil change. Almost there. All right, so we'll just carefully put in a little bit, about 0.2 quarts in here, and we'll check the oil just to make sure everything's all right. Let's check the oil. We want it on the upper end of those 2 dots there. All right, let's get these jack stands off. Lower the jack. Let's go over to settings. And maintenance reset. Yes, and we're good to go. And we're all done. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.